Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook, Pacific Bay, Inner City, last case of Inner City. We are on chapter number 3. We will find out who the murderer is. So, in the last video I asked you guys to select from create a list, basically of best top names for kind of being like a clan of Pitching Ace 88. So I'll be linking that down below. Please voice your things and we will put it all together. May even rename the Facebook page to that. So really looking forward to that, guys. As always, like and comment down below, please. Thank you. Commissioner Ace, Frank, get your coats. We're leaving immediately. Su Zhang has vanished. You mean the leader of the Chinese community is missing right after the leader of the Russian community was murdered? Well, that's not very good. Well, not good is the understatement of the century, Frank. Ace, we're going to go to Su's headquarters. Well, that's interesting. It's a meshing of the Russian flag and the Chinese flag. Very curious. You know what would be cool? And I don't think they've done this before, is to have one of the suspects get murdered and have them basically like grayed out so you can't choose them. So it's like one of the other four or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, well, there's a ruby, family photo. Dragon origami, which should be right here. Fly swatter. There. Trash can. Well, obviously trash can's gonna have something. Alright, baby, let's see. Well, there's no trace of Su Zhang, Ace. Did you manage to find anything? Well, knowing Ace, it'll just be a piece of torn paper and a trash can or two. Well, that's more than you've been able to find, Frank. That origami has a message written on it. And you're right, Ace. Let's unfold it. Well, that message is just rubbish. It's just random letters. I'm confident that you'll decipher it, Commissioner Ace. And what about that picture now? The man, it's Kamarov. Well, except way younger. He looks like he's in his 20s. And what's the deal with that baby? Ace, we need to figure out who that baby is. I trust our face recognition software will help you determine what the baby would look like today, 20 years older. I hope one of these clues will help you pick up Su's trace, Ace. I must go back to the station, but keep me informed. I'll bet you it's Rupert Snow. I'll bet you anything that that's what that baby is. He's the only guy around that age. Well, it's a man. It's definitely not Mark Mackenzie. I still think that message you found on the origami is just nonsense, Ace. Unless... Hey, wait! I remember this stuff from the military training. It's an encrypted message. See that single string of letters on the bottom? That's the code key. If you can decipher those letters and find out which word is hiding behind them, Ace, we'll be able to decode the rest of the letter. Okay. That's an R. Yep, that's a U. Nope, it's E. There you go. Request. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Ace. You deciphered the secret code like it was nothing. So the letters BLOSH actually spell out the word request. So if we apply this to the rest of the letter, we get the message, this war has only brought misery on our communities. Let's strike a deal. Well, I don't know for you, Ace, but I wasn't expecting to find an offer of peace in Su's headquarters. Could this have a link with their sudden disappearance? But who could have made such an offer to her? Kamarov's in no condition to write. I guess you're right. There's still Sergei, his second in command. Let's go see him. Oh, that'd be interesting. Let's examine some of this stuff, because I know we're going to have to send some stuff to the lab. Yep, I was right. He's really the only guy that's young enough. Got his glasses wrong. Well, I can't believe it, Ace. The baby in Kamarov's arms. It's Rupert Snow, the business magnate. Is he Kamarov's son? But didn't he mention losing his parents very young? I thought he meant they were dead. Yeah, you're right. At least that would explain Rupert's generosity towards Kamarov. Alright, let's go have another chat with Kamarov Jr. That is interesting. Whew! The plot thickens. I like it. I like it a lot. Uh-oh, those look like surgeon gloves or something. How did these bloody surgical gloves end up in a trash can? Well, I agree, Ace. We better get these to the lab so Jan can fiddle with them. I can give you a whole bunch of reasons why it is. Oh, 9 hours. Sweet. Alright, what's up, Sergey? I heard about Su Zhang's disappearance, Commissioner Ace. I wish I could help, but I don't know where that backstabbing snake is hiding. How could Su backstab you when you were already enemies? Unless, do you mean to tell us that you were the one who sent the peace offer to Su? I'm impressed you managed to decipher my code. Well, yes, I'm the one who wrote that letter. I'm sorry if we have a time believing it, Sergey. You don't exactly look like a peacemaker. More like someone who'd make a little left-handed carving on his boss. I'm right-handed, and looks can be deceiving, Copper. I like to fight, I don't deny it. But this war is a waste of time and resources. Do you know how many good Russians have died because of this mess? I've been shot at, stabbed in the liver. I had to get a transplant. Kamarov wouldn't hear about a truce, but I thought Su might be more reasonable, so I reached out to her. And then the backstabbing snake went off and killed Kamarov. You better find her before I do, Commissioner Ace, because I'll make her pay. I don't know if she's actually the one who did it. What's up, Rupert? Are you right-handed too? Mr. Snow, Commissioner Ace found this picture. Are you Kamarov's son? Was that information relevant? Well, he abandoned me when I was 1 year old. The only thing we have in common is blood and the fact that I'm right-handed, like him. Well, if you hate your father, then why didn't you give him money? I did not hate him. I just never thought of him as my father. He had so much violence inside of him. I hate what he has done to the inner city, Commissioner Ace. This used to be a place of happiness, of sharing. But now everything about this darn feud, as if different communities could not live in harmony. I have Russian blood, but I've learned Chinese. We do not have to be on separate sides. I'm sorry he died, but I do hope this death might not bring an end to this ridiculous war, Commissioner Ace. It's about time. Dude, I think he might have gotten to the top of my list right now, because he is a really interesting loose cannon. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys in a little bit. Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we're back. I want to speed this up because I have a feeling that we're going to need to get to the next area. It's going to cost us quite a bit of time. So anyways, let's finish this off and take a seat, Ace. I've got pretty big news for you. The blood on those surgical gloves you found belongs to Angus O'Brien. Wait, what? You mean the Irish priest who got his spine ripped out? Well, you're right, Ace. It means that those gloves must have been used by the organ stealer. Well, that's what I thought. So I took a look inside and found some skin cells that I could analyze. Those gloves were used by Mark McKenzie. Mark is the organ stealer? I can't believe it, Ace. Ace, let's go get him. I knew it. I knew he was going to be the organ stealer. Now, the thing is, I don't think he's the killer, but he's the organ stealer. So that's very curious. Mark McKenzie, don't move a muscle. We know you stole the spine from Angus O'Brien's corpse. Please, I'm innocent. Commissioner Ace, take me to the station. I'll tell you everything. Everything. Oh, we're taking you to the station, alright. You're under arrest, pal. Oh, snap. I can't believe you stole organs from dead bodies, Mark. You're a surgeon, for Pete's sake. What'd you do with them? Did you sell them? Is that it? Why'd you only take half of Kamarov's skin? What could you do with it? I had nothing to do with Kamarov's death. Commissioner Ace, you have to believe me. I did steal the organs from the other victims, I admit it. I stumbled upon the bodies, but I was hired to do it. Wait, someone hired you to steal organs? Then who are they? Spill it out, Mackenzie. I don't know who they are, I swear. They just leave me messages in Chinese asking me for specific organs. And you did it? No questions asked? The people were already dead, and, well, to be honest, the pay was worth not asking questions. I've had a heart transplant when I was very young. I know how crucial it can be to find an organ in time, but I would never have killed to get them. I didn't touch Kamarov. Well, if you think we're just going to take your word for this, Mackenzie, you got another thing coming. You're not getting out of this cell. Good. If they see me talking to you, I'm risking my life anyway. I want to stay here. It's the only place I'm safe. What do you say, Ace? Do you believe Mark's story that the killer hired him to steal our victims' organs? I still think he's lying and took care of everything himself, murder included. But you're right. I guess we need to find more evidence before we can drag him to trial. But hey, he mentioned that his mysterious partner left him messages in Chinese, so Mark speaks Chinese. And so does Aisha, you're right. She can't spend her days tracking illegal Chinese immigrants unless she's learned the lingo. All of that to both of their files. It's going to be basically everyone. It's going to be that mark on them. Well, ladies, we've had our share of exciting discoveries. Between learning that Rupert Snow is the son of Kamarov, and arresting Mark for stealing organs. If he's telling the truth, it changes everything. We assume Kamarov's killer was the organ stealer. But they could be two different people? Well, the only downside is we still have no idea where Su Zhong's disappeared to. The Chinese leader vanishes after the Russian leader's death. Can it be a coincidence? Ace, I've got great news. I've broken down your killer's modus operandi. You did? Any chance you could explain in any way I can understand? I'll do my best. You see, Ace, I couldn't understand why the killer took half of Kamarov's skin. What can you do with the half, but try to make it whole? So then I focused on the killer's reasons for choosing the leader of the Russian community as a victim. The community feud between the Chinese and the Russian is split inner city in two. Hence, if the killer took half of the Russian leader's skin... Wait, are you implying the killer might be after Su's skin? That way they'd get half of both community leaders? But that means Su didn't skip town. She's in danger. Ace, we need to rescue her. Good idea. If the killer's after her skin, chances are they took her to the operating room. Let's go. Oh, snap. Sorry, I'm like flabbergasted. This is taking a little bit. I don't know what to say. Su, it's the police. Are you there? Is anyone with you? Commissioner Ace. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness you came. I think they've escaped through the window. We'll take care of them, don't worry. Let me take that blindfold off for you. As soon as you're feeling better, we'll need to talk to you. Thank you, Commissioner Ace. I think I'm going to sit down for a moment. Ace, I agree. Best thing we can do is have a look around the room. The killer might have left clues behind. Oh, snap. We just saved her life. Nice. Ramirez saves our life. Hannah saves our life. We get to save someone else's life. That's pretty cool. Bandage roll. Cooler. Tape dispenser. Bandage roll. Really, there's only one? I would have thought there would have been more clues. Well, no trace of the killer, but we found an ice cooler. Alright, let's have a look inside. Let's not forget to interrogate Su about this mess. I don't know why we need to interrogate her. I think it's pretty obvious what happened. But we can do it anyways. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Firecracker. Only you would find a firecracker in an ice cooler, Ace. What the heck is it doing there? Oh, right. The killer went to the festival to tie Kamarov to that float. Firecracker must be coming from there. Let's take a closer look at it. Oh, it's probably part of the burn mark on the guy's face. So I wonder if it's either Rupert or Sergey. I'm almost positive it's not Su. Sure looks like skin cells. Yeah, skin sample. Did you just find bits of skin on the firecracker, Ace? What the? Let's send it back to Jan for analysis. Perfect. 9 hours. What's going up, Su? Su, Commissioner Ace needs to know everything you can remember about your abduction. We know that they're Kamarov's killer. Well, I was blindfolded. I couldn't see their face. The only thing I remember is I felt them touching an old scar I have from a kidney transplant I had years ago. Then I felt a blade against my skin. I think they wanted to cut my skin off, like they did to Kamarov. I raised my right hand to protect myself, and I managed to knock the scalpel off their hands. And then I heard you come in, and I guess they escaped. Here, Ace, here's the scalpel they were holding. I hope we can help you catch that monster. Oh, this guy's crap. That scalpel is going to be 15 hours. Well, poor Su. She'll need to be comforted after such an adventure. What do you mean? I'm letting my crush blur my judgment? Well, she's obviously innocent. She was abducted. Oh, well, alright, okay. So it is convenient that she was blindfolded and cannot tell us a thing about the killer. And that she was alone when we came in. Well, come on, Ace. Are you seriously insinuating that Sue would have arranged her own abduction to put us off her trail? Look, even if she had lied, she did give us the murder weapon, the scalpel, and the killer used to skin Kamarov alive. Let's get it to the lab, okay, Ace? That all makes sense, but it could be a pretty good ruse. Anyways, guys, I have a feeling you guys are going to be so awesome and give me so many likes and comments that I will be speeding this up. And for you guys, comment down below, do a vote on which one you guys would like. I like the clan tag of the 88s, or the 80 Aces. I think 88s is pretty cool. But anyways, you guys do what you guys think, and I'll reveal in the additional investigations. See you guys later. See you guys in a little bit. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, and we are back. Let's figure out who killed Kamarov and who's been paying off Mark McKenzie. I'd like to give a shout out, guys, to Emilio Cui, Ann Lee, and Mummy Bob. And now, for those of you guys, there's a straw poll down below. Please vote on it. I gave 4 choices. We got Criminal Aces, Lucky Aces, the 88s, and the 80 Aces. I don't know if I like the ones that I personally think I like is Criminal Aces or the 88s. I think the 88 sounds kind of cool. It sounds like a gang / like just something cool to be part of. So, but you guys, that's why I have all you guys subscribers. Please comment, down below. Comment down below, and also fill out the straw poll if you would. Another cool thing that I'm thinking of doing with this is I'm thinking of actually creating, at the end of each video, like a wall of people that comment on my videos, people that watch like all of the criminal case stuff, and I'll have like a ranking system. Like, if you commented on like all of my videos, I know it's a lot, but if you did on all of them, you'll get like a certain like special number next to your name or something like that. So I'm thinking of doing that starting the next city. So let me know what you guys think. I'm definitely gonna think I'm gonna do it, and I will just base it off of frequency of in which you guys comment. You guys get little special accolades at the end of the video in like a whole like wall of text of all of you guys that view and comment my stuff. Anyways, guys, you guys have been so good with the likes, I have to use more cash. Ace, I don't know what your killer scalpel went through, but it was a melting pot of bacteria. But I never give up. I finally managed to isolate enough DNA to determine that 2 different persons had come in contact with this scalpel. One matches Kamarov, which doesn't surprise you as it was used to kill him, which means the other DNA traces belong to your killer. The DNA was badly damaged, but there's no doubt about it. The other person, the killer, is also a man. Okay, so the killer is a man. I've never been so happy to hear that. The question is, skin sample means that it burns some flesh. I know I like a challenge, Ace, but I'm afraid the bits of skin you collected from this firecracker were contaminated beyond use. However, while the skin itself wasn't usable, the fact that it was only present on the burned part of the firecracker was a clue in itself. Those things are a menace. People fire them without care during festival, and accidents often happen. Accidents like the firecracker blowing up in your face, that happened to me when I was a kid. Never fired one since. Well, and you know what? That's actually exactly what happened to your killer, Ace. There's no doubt they have a burn mark on their face. Well, this is it, Ace. You've gathered enough evidence to arrest Kamarov's killer. Time to see who's been collecting organs and learn why they did it. Okay, so my guess is going to be Rupert Snow, because I don't think Sergey did it. Let's see about Sergey. Yeah, see, he doesn't know how to speak Chinese. That right there, I knew it was him. So this is the mastermind behind all of that stuff. I'm curious as to why he did it. Rupert Snow, you killed Kamarov? But why? What are you talking about, Commissioner? Why would I kill my father? Well, that's what we'd like to know. Commissioner Ace found traces from your transplant medicine on your drawing. We know it's you. Well, this doesn't prove anything. Lots of people take this medicine.
Yeah, we also found the firecracker that gave you this lovely burn on your face, and the tape you recorded while killing your father. Ugh, I guess there's no use denying it. Commissioner Ace, I bow to your skills. Yes, I killed my father. I also hired Mark McKenzie so he would gather organs from various inner-city citizens for me. And finally, I kidnapped my mother so I would... Wait, what? Are you telling us Su Zhang is your mother? Of course, she fell in love with Nikolai in high school, and they had me. They were too young, however, and too weak to stand up to societal pressure. So they abandoned me, without a second look, without fighting for me. Oh, okay. And so you decided to kill them both? You can hold a grudge. This wasn't about killing, but I will reveal my master plan to my judge and jury, and only them. Well, suit yourself, Rupert Snow, but you're under arrest. Okay, that's a little creepy. Rupert Snow, you're on here on trial for the murder of Nikolai Kamarov. I understand you want to plead your case. Go on, then. Thank you, Your Honor. I spent my youth going from foster family to foster family, wondering who my parents had been. When I made a fortune, I decided to find them. You can imagine my shock when I discovered my parents were the rival leaders of the communities. Instead of uniting through their child, they decided to wage war against each other. I observed them from afar, long enough to know that it would be useless to try and reason with them. They only cared about war and money. So I devised a plan. It seemed obvious to me I was the answer to this ridiculous feud. The communities would unite through me, inside me. What the Your hair is insane. I think I know where he's going with this, but this is creepy. I hired a crooked surgeon to collect specific organs for me. I wanted them to come from different ethnicities to represent all of Inner City. The heart from a young Chinese woman full of life and hope. The lungs from a Serbian man to breathe the cleansed air of Inner City. And the spine from an Irish priest, the backbone of society. I had the organs, but I was missing the final piece of the puzzle. My parents' skin. With it, the entire world would see my heritage. Half Chinese, half Russian, the embodiment of peace between the communities. And I would have succeeded if Commissioner Ace hadn't put their nose in my business. I'm at a loss for words. You wanted to turn yourself into a monster to bring peace to the city? But my poor friend, nobody would have dared look at you. I've heard enough, Mr. Snow. For the murder of Nikolai Kamarov and your involvement in an organ stealing scheme, this court condemns you to life in prison. I'm right there with you, Frank. Ace, I don't know for you, but I really need a drink after this. Seriously, nobody will believe us when we tell them about this. What a crazy story. I can't believe Rupert wanted to turn himself into the perfect inner-city citizen by getting organs transplanted into his own body. And think about Sue. The poor woman was almost killed by her son, and she doesn't even know it. I'm not sure we should tell her, Ace. She needs time to recover from her abduction first. I guess it would hurt her too much. Hope this will mean the end of the war, at least. Too many people have died because of this feud, and more would have died if you hadn't been there to save the day, Ace. Come on, partner, let's go back to the station. We deserve some time off. Couldn't agree with you guys more. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for commenting and liking down below. I want you all to follow me to the additional investigation, where we will figure out what's the new district and maybe get a little hint about what's going on there. This has been Pitching Ace 88. See y'all later. Over and out.